Would you all please be upstanding? Graduates, award winners, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Emir Chamjic, and as a chair of this morning proceedings, may I welcome you to this graduation ceremony at the Markfield Institute of Higher Education for the conferment of awards from both Newman University and the University of Gloucestershire. I would first like to welcome you, our distinguished class of 2017. It is to recognize your graduation that we are all here today to celebrate. I would like to call now one of our current undergraduate students, Muhammad Umar, who will recite a passage from the Holy Quran. Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم والله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم.
I would like to call our current BA student Fatima Sajjad Khan to read translation of the passage.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O you who believe, be mindful of Allah and let every soul consider what it has sent forth for tomorrow. Be mindful of Allah. Verily, Allah is all aware of what you do. And be not like those who forgot Allah so he made them forget themselves. They are the defiantly disobedient ones. Not equal are the dwellers of the fire and the dwellers of the paradise. It is the dwellers of the paradise that are the successful ones. Had we sent down this Quran upon a mountain, you would have seen it humbled and split apart in its awe of Allah. Such are the parables we present to mankind so that they may reflect. He is Allah. There is no God but Him, the all-knower of the unseen and the seen. He is the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God, the sovereign, the supreme in holiness, the source of peace, the granter of security, guardian over all, the almighty, the all-powerful, the sublime. Exalted is Allah above whatever they associate with Him. He is Allah, the creator, the originator, the fashioner. To Him belong the best names. All that is in the heavens and the earth glorify Him. He is the Almighty, the All-Wise.
Thank you, Fatima. Seated on my right are Professor Peter Childs, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Newman University, Professor Ross Jennings, Head of Postgraduate Research at the University of Gloucestershire, Dr. Manazir Ahsan, Rector of the Markfield Institute of Higher Education, Dr. Zahid Parvez, Principal of the Institute, Dr. Ataullah Siddiqui, Course Leader of the Master's Program in Islamic Studies, Dr. Fulla Lahmar, Course Leader for Master's Program in Islamic Education, and Dr. Alia Avdukic, Course Leader for Master Programs of Islamic Banking, Finance and Management, and Islam and Sustainable Development. I would like to invite Dr. Manazir Ahsan, Director of the Institute, to address the audience.
Higher Education, members of the Markfield Institute's Academic Board and faculty, my dear students, parents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I greet you all with the traditional Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and Allah's blessings and mercy be upon you all. It is my present duty and privilege to welcome you all on behalf of the Board of Directors of Markfield Institute and in my own capacity as a rector to our 17th graduation ceremony. On this auspicious occasion, may I offer my felicitations to the graduates who will today receive their hard-earned awards. I congratulate you all on your excellent performance and wish every one of you the very best in your personal and professional lives. I am sure the knowledge and skills which you have acquired at the Institute will prove an asset and help each of you considerably in planning your future life and enable you to contribute substantially to the growing body of knowledge, successfully meet future challenges, and transmit the noble values of Islam in today's turbulent world. Education has always been regarded as one of the main pillars of Islamic civilization. In the very first verses of the Quran revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, more than 1400 years ago, the command was to read and read in the name of the Lord, the Creator, who also taught the use of the pen to cultivate and preserve the knowledge. It is rightly acknowledged that education is the key to unlocking the human mind and ennobling the human soul. It is a worthy call both for those who deliver it and those who receive it. Education not only paves the way for the individual, communities, and nations, and prepares us to face new challenges and opportunities. When people are encouraged to develop their intellectual faculties and acquire skills and given the confidence to apply the reasoning, as mentioned in several places in the Quran, they not only enrich their own lives, but are also placed to contribute towards the well-being of society and promote common good. It is so gratifying to look back at Markfield Institute's history, how the sapling planted 17 years ago in the year 2000 has now taken deep roots. As an institute of higher learning, it blends Islamic scholarship with Western methods of critical analysis, acts as a bridge between the Islamic and Western worlds, and develops and celebrates the wide-ranging cultural and intellectual contracts that already exist between them. Over 70 years of its existence, the Institute has carved out a niche for itself by dint of its specialized and highly relevant courses, its committed and competent staff, its industrious students, and its resources, especially its library, which is rightly considered to be one of the richest resource centers on Islam in the whole of Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me welcome Professor Peter Childs, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Newman University in Birmingham, with whom the Markfield Institute has an academic partnership since 2014. As a guest of honor, Professor Childs is not only here to celebrate our formal academic partnership, but also to confirm Newman University degrees to MIHI students. I hope and pray that our validating partnership with the University of Newman will have a mutually rewarding and fruitful outcome. Let me share some of the recent developments at Markfield Institute with you. This year, the Institute has started a new master's program in Islam and Sustainable Development, which commenced in September with its first intake of students. We are grateful to Al Khair Foundation, London, for sponsoring the development and implementation of this program. This new master's degree will critically and systematically explore and respond to issues arising from the global sustainable development agenda from an Islamic perspective. This will serve to provide students with the necessary knowledge, tools, and skills to pursue successful research and professional careers in this field. It also gives me great pleasure to see the first intake of students onto the new Masters in Muslim Chaplaincy degree program this year, with 5 students enrolling on the course. This addition of an academic approach to chaplaincy perfectly complements the long-running practical certificate course in Muslim chaplaincy, which has been offered for the past 14 years. It is expected that many students will naturally progress from the certificate course onto the master's program. The annual quality assurance review was completed earlier this year, and I am pleased to inform you that the outcome was both successful and encouraging. For the first time this year, our students of master's course are eligible to apply for student loans to pay for their tuition fees and for maintenance grants to help them through their studies. This facility is now open to both master's and BA students, and it is expected that this provision will be of immense help to our students. The Markfield Institute has also maintained its tradition of organizing public seminars and lectures on a regular basis, with a range of illuminating presentations conducted throughout the academic year. The training of Muslim chaplains, which I briefly alluded to earlier, is one of the important community-related programs that our institute has been running successfully since 2003. Over the past 14 years, more than 300 students have completed this course. The program, which consists of theoretical as well as practical sessions, is aimed at facilitating and training professionals working in the areas of chaplaincy and pastoral care within the NHS, HM prison services, and further and higher education establishments. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to report that today the following numbers of graduates will receive their degrees and certificates from both Gloucestershire and Newman universities. 2 PhDs from the University of Gloucestershire, 4 MA in Islamic Studies, 7 M.Ed in Islamic Education, New Perspectives, 12 M.A. in Islamic Banking, Finance and Management, and 2 postgraduate certificates in Islamic Banking, Finance and Management, 14 B.S. in Islamic Studies. Finally, 11 awards are made to students of the certificate in Muslim chaplaincy course. As our graduates complete their task today and prepare to leave us to take up their chosen profession and leadership in the community, I look upon them as ambassadors of goodwill for Islam. I'm sure the training at Markfield Institute, especially in critical thinking and maintaining a balance between Islamic tradition and challenges of modernism and postmodernism, will have equipped you with the knowledge and confidence to pursue successfully your preferred careers. I wish, inshallah, whilst maintaining the spirit of peaceful coexistence, meaningful dialogue, and cooperation, you will be able to surmount challenges of modern life while abiding by the teachings of Islam. Our board of directors, headed by Professor Khurshid Ahmad, and members of Markfield Institute Advisory Council for their guidance and helpful suggestions. It is my present duty to thank all our patrons, well-wishers, the Institute's team, including both the faculty and support staff, for their important role in fulfilling our vision and mission. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation and gratitude to some of the trusts and individuals who have so very kindly sponsored special cash awards for students who secured the highest marks in their subjects. Firstly, let me thank the Al Khair Foundation for generously designating 2 awards again, which this year is both awarded to a BA Islamic Studies student. The first award goes to the student achieving the most progress, while the second one is given to the student exhibiting leadership skills. Our appreciation also goes to Al Rayyan Bank, who is offering a special award for the highest achieving MA Islamic Banking, Finance and Management student. I would also like to thank the family of the late Sayyid Fayazuddin Ahmad, who have kindly established 4 annual awards. 3 prizes are being awarded through the Begum Husni Ara Memorial Trust, set up by the children in memory of their mother to improve education, especially for women. The family has also dedicated 1 award in memory of their father, late Fayazuddin Ahmad. We'd also like to record our thanks and appreciation Mr. Abdul Rashid Siddiqui, one of the directors of MIHI and the former vice chair of the Board of Trustees of the Islamic Foundation, for offering 1 further award for the student excelling in the certificate in Muslim chaplaincy course. My continued gratitude and appreciation is expressed to our many generous benefactors who annually offer scholarships and bursaries which support a number of deserving students each year. Thanks go to the Medina Trust of Peterborough, Al Medina Trust of London, the Long Ditton Trust, the Sarwar Jahan Charitable Foundation, supported by Professor Khurshid Ahmad, and Bin Mahfouz Family Grant from Saudi Arabia. It goes without saying, I'm beholden to you all for your gracious presence. I look forward to your continued support and encouragement in the coming years. Together we will endeavor to turn the challenges into opportunities and attain more success and glory in the pursuits of our academic achievements, God willing. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Manazir. I would now like to invite Professor Ross Jennings to confer the award on those students graduating from the University of Gloucestershire. Okay, student with the PhD award, Muhammad Arif Al-Makawi. Also, PhD award goes to Muhammad Ahmed Abdullah Al-Hamid, and award is given in absentia. Thank you, Professor Ross Jennings. I would like to invite Professor Peter Childs, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Newman University, to address the audience.
Esteemed colleagues and guests, graduands, families and friends, I am delighted to be with you today, and on behalf of our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Scott Davidson, I extend to you all the good wishes of Newman University staff and students on your graduation day. It is both a pleasure and a privilege to be here. The partnership between Markfield Institute for Higher Education and Newman University rests on a shared mission and ethos. Markfield was established 17 years ago with the objective of being a centre of creative excellence in academia guided by an Islamic ethos. Newman University was established in 1968 as a teacher training college in a diverse and multicultural community with a Catholic ethos. Over the years, we at Newman have diversified into other areas, including both traditional honours programmes and foundation degrees, but our aim remains to reach out to all students who can benefit from a values-based education. All of you graduating today have worked hard to achieve your award, and this success reflects your endeavour, but also the support and encouragement of staff at Markfield. Most importantly, your success will be shared by your families and friends. There is a saying that there are 3 educations we receive in life, one from our family, one from our teachers, and one from the world. Unfortunately, it is said that the third of these contradicts the first 2. But it is the education we receive from families and friends and teachers that empowers us to improve the world. Today represents just a step in your journey to further success, and I would encourage you to never stop learning and never stop trying to make the world a kinder, better place. The Victorian poet Robert Browning said that our reach should exceed our grasp. By this he meant, in our modern terms, that we should aim high. You all here graduating today have more potential than you realise, and so to aim high will help you to achieve that potential. Today, as we've heard, is the 17th year that Markfield has been able to celebrate the success of its students, and I'm delighted on behalf of Newman University to be part of this important occasion. My heartfelt congratulations on your achievements and many good wishes for a bright and a peaceful future. Thank you.
Relevant course leader. Thank you. Dr. Ataullah Siddiqui.
Umar Hasim Al-Hamdoun. Muhammad Ali Saleh. And in absentia, Shoaib Shah and Muhammad Muntazir al-Zaman. Thank you.
Dr. David Bone, please.
Okay, these are the awards for the MEd in Islamic Education New Perspectives. Wasim Amin. Faisal Ahmed Manju. Mohibur Rahman. Shamim Akhtar Subur. Muhammad Abdullah Ullah.
Now, Masters in Islamic Banking, Finance and Management, Dr. Ali Abdukic, please.
Hafiz Muhammad Abdul Hay. Murshid Alam. Zainab Haq Hamid. Saman Kadir. Aladdin Muhammad Saif Salman. Said Muhammad Jahanzaib Zaidi. The other students are in absentia: Faraz Adam, Ahmed Noor Farah, Faizi bin Muhammad, Benjamin Patrick. And also, students who received the postgraduate certificate: Maryam El Jabari, Muhammad Ali Abdul Mullah, Hafiz Bilal Haider. And finally, the postgraduate diploma in Islamic Banking and Finance and Management, Fadia Badawi Masri.
Now, BA with honors in Islamic Studies, Alia Ali. Muhammad Muzaffar Ali. Muhammad Shahid Ali. Abdul Qadir Harkasi Eidi. Atia Hussain. Shuaib Ismail. Amina Javed. Atikur Rahman Kamkar. Mavish Iqbal. Lukman Sidat. And Hana Yassin. Thank you, Professor Peter. Dr. Manazin Ahsan will now confer the certificates on the chaplaincy students, and Dr. Ataullah Siddiqui will call their names.
Ali Hassan Hussain Al-Batati. Absent here. What is the other list?
Absent here.
In absentia. What?
Yes.
Abdul Karim At-Tamimi. Sirajul Alam is not here. Jeremy Bolter. Ishaq Mahmood. Sabia Bhatt Iqbal. Sabia Bhatt Iqbal. Okay. Sabia Bhatt Iqbal. And Zahida Hussain and Atiq Nana Bawa, all in absence. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Ataullah. I would like to invite Imam Qasim Rashid Ahmed, Chairman and founder of Al Khair Foundation, to address the graduates.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فإن الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول في كتابه العزيز والفرقان الحميد فأعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم لعلهم يحذرون صدق الله العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه وذرياته وأهل بيته وخلفائه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. Respected Dr. Manazir Ahsan, professors of both universities, lecturers, teachers, scholars, graduates, parents and students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, it's my second year to attend graduation ceremony here, and I'm really privileged and honored definitely, but at the same time I feel very, very humble to be part of such noble gathering. And why I feel humble, I'll come to this later on, inshallah. Last year, I touched upon few points on the importance of knowledge. This time, I would like to take it a little further. The ayah I have recited in front of you, فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِن كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encouraging us that there should be a number of people from each family, from each group, from each area, each tribe, each community, that they would go excuse me, and become master, expert on certain fields. لِيَتَفَقَّهُوا فِي الدِّينِ, so they can have tafaqquh in religion. Tafaqquh is from fiqh, but nearest translation I can give you is doing PhD on any religious aspect. Sadly, in this day and age, there is distinction between two types of knowledges. We classify as worldly academic courses and so on, and Islamic studies. If you study history of the world, you will be surprised that 500 years ago, 800 years ago, even 1,000 years ago, there were advances and progresses made at that time that knowledge of this time is really puzzled how they achieved that. Why? Because at that time, knowledge was considered a simple knowledge. Education was simply education. There was no difference between Islamic education and other subjects. In Islam, education is the education. The moment, maybe in previous century or previous centuries, scholars started to differentiate and present as Islamic education and secular education, that was the downfall of Islamic era in the world. When you go and study medicine, if you study science, if you study languages, if you study business, or any subject, it comes within the boundary of religion, because Quran is asking you to go and become expert on those fields. To the extent that many of the people, if you ask them, what do you think about being magician, they will say, obviously, to do black magic and this and that, to destroy lives of people is totally wrong. If you ask them, what do you think if someone study that? The answer will be no, anything which is wrong, you should not study. In reality, in Islam, if a person studies how to conduct magic, it still is part of seeking knowledge, as long as he or she does not practice to harm others. I'll go one step further. If someone go and study about lottery system, gambling, or about alcohol, wine, and this and that, it's still, as education, one cannot say this is forbidden education in Islam. No, it is part of education, and as long as that person is not personally involving or advocating gambling and those practices and so on, it is absolutely fine. So I congratulate Mihi for, and especially Dr. Manazir Hassan, mashallah, for establishing the center almost 17 years ago, in year 2000. And I remember at that time, I was Imam at Quran Mosque and Islamic Center, when this was a spark of hope in Britain. Because before that, we used to find only Darulooms or Madaris giving access to Islamic studies. But here we have a platform where people from all walks of life, within their own time frame, they can come and acquire education. I also remember when Prince Charles came to this center to inaugurate the building. I think it's next door one. And if you see the portfolio of this institute is amazing. Why we are here today is because of the vision Dr. Manazir and his mentors had. If they didn't have a vision, we wouldn't have been here. Likewise, there are many people in the world that they are achieving wonderfully. Why? Because of their vision. In order to be successful in your life, you need to follow certain principles. And if you study the lifestyle of those people who are successful in this world, they have many common grounds. One is time and punctuality. Second one, commitment, dedication. Third one, to face the challenges with confidence. No matter how great a problem or difficulty is, do not consider yourself as heartbroken or this and that. To face every type of situation in best possible manner. To be able to take risks where others would not dare to. And if you follow these steps, inshallah, your life, your future life will be very successful. The partnership of Newham University and Mihi is excellent example of different faiths or faith-based institutes working together. If you study Quran, you study Bible, you study Gospel, Psalms of David, you will find certain messages coming from all four Holy Scriptures. Message of God, talking about prophecy, prophethood, talking about life hereafter, talking about paradise and hell, talking about prayer, fasting, charity, talking about Holy Scriptures. Then there are few things apart from basically daily prayers and 5 obligatory actions and so on, that is very powerful message for me personally coming from these Holy Scriptures. And those are divided into 4 categories: personal life, social life, professional life, and political life. If you study these Holy Scriptures, you will learn that if you want to develop your personal life, then you have 3 things in you: taqwa, piety; tawakkul, trust in God; sabr, to be patient. If you have these 3 things in you, then you have very good chances to develop your personal life to the best possible level. Second one is social life. You know, in this day and age, social media is the form of communication. Even satellite television channels and newspapers and magazines are out of the window. This is the time of social media. How to improve yourself in your social life? All 3 scriptures encourage you of having 3 things: salam, ihsan, and shukr. To greet each other with kindness. Ihsan, to be kind. If someone opened the door for you, say thank you. If someone give you the way, say thank you. Do not just pass in arrogance. And to see wherever you can be kind, at what step, with whom. And third one, shukr, thanksgiving. Salam, ihsan, shukr, to say greetings. Second one, to be kind. And third one, to be thankful. These 3 things. In order to make your professional life better, you need adl, musawat, and ukhuwat. All these 4 Holy Scriptures advises you to have justice in you, equality, musawat, ukhuwat, brotherhood. Now, adl, justice, is with everybody. Not that if you are Muslim, then you need to be just with Muslims only, or if you are Christian, then you need to be just with them only. No, with fellow human beings, in fact with creatures, with creations, in fact with even material. You know, when we study in Madaris and Darul Uloom, in boarding schools and so on, we are taught to respect even the bench, to respect even the floor, to respect even the window and door. Why? Because these things are part of your education. They are your future. So, adl, musawat, justice, equality, musawat. Muslims are quite behind when it comes to equality. They tend to get mixed up between responsibility and equality. Equality is there even for men and women. Responsibility is greater in certain aspects upon men comparing to women. And ukhuwat, to create brotherhood, not only amongst Muslims, but to bring faiths and communities, even people of non-faith, on sharing common values and so on. And finally, those who choose to go for political career, three things will make you great politician: mawadda, rahma, and af. Mawadda, love. Love of people, not love of power of yourself or your chair or your status. Love of people, love of those who you rule. Mawadda, rahma, to be merciful, to be kind, and af, to be forgiving. If we follow these steps, then no matter if you are facing challenges in your personal life, your social life, your professional life, or your political life, everything can be on track to progress, inshallah. I really hope that you will find your future to be very bright, to be excellent. And I'll take 1 minute about myself, which normally I don't speak about it, but last year I spoke on it here, and very few occasions I've spoken about it. And that's why I said I feel humble to be here. And after listening this, you will realize why I said that. You have excellent opportunity where you have acquired qualifications, degrees of graduation and postgraduate and so on. You have excellent opportunity of fantastic teachers, mentors, guides, and so on. And the world is open horizon for you. Aim high, have big vision. I myself have never ever been to any primary or secondary school. Why? Because when I finished my Islamic education, which was purely in Arabic and Urdu language, I was unable to speak English. I didn't attend any college, any adult classes, or study any software or cassettes or CDs, nothing. My entire speaking power, you can say, came from listening other people. Yet, I had a dream, I had a vision, and that vision is still half complete. In 2003, when I had only 17 students for my school, at that time I had a vision of establishing television channel, which is documented in the documents of 2003. A person who never been to school establishes primary and secondary school, and that becomes one of the most successful schools in the country. Then establishes television channels, and then establishes international humanitarian projects. Alhamdulillah, in last 5 years, we have spent over £100 million on educational, humanitarian projects and so on. £100 million, how many people would basically pass through that sort of sums in their lifetime? I'm talking about only 5 years, while Al Khair started in 2003. If I can achieve this simply because of the vision, because of the dream, then I'm sure you can achieve it too. The only condition is don't vision and sleep on it. No, act on it. Thank you very much.
Imam Qasim, thank you very much. Al Khair Foundation is kind enough to award 2 special prizes today. First one is for recognizing effort and academic progress, and the second one for demonstrating initiative. I would like to ask Imam Qasim to come to the stage to present these prizes. The award for recognizing efforts and academic progress goes to Atiya Hussain. The award for demonstrating initiative goes to Lukman Sidat. Riyan Bank gives special award for the highest achieving Islamic banking, finance and management student. The award goes to Benjamin Whiteside, will be given to him later. The family of our late trustees, Sayyid Fayazuddin Ahmed, have for several years been very generous in donating prizes in memory of their dear mother and father. Can I please ask Dr. Manazir Ahsan to present the Begum Husniara Memorial Trust Award to 3 of our best achieving female students. So Zainab Haq Hamid, Islamic Banking, Finance and Management. Amina Javid, BA Islamic Studies. And Hannah Yassin. Dr. Manazir, would you please present the Sayyid Fayazuddin Ahmed Memorial Trust Award for the Markfield Institute's Outstanding Student Contribution. The award goes to Mehvish Iqbal. Mehvish is also elected as the ambassador for Markfield Institute of Higher Education. Thank you, Dr. Manazir. Mr. Abdul Rashid Siddiqui has once again kindly donated an award for the highest achieving chaplaincy student. The award goes to Ishaq Mahmood. Ishaq is not with us today. Oh, yes. Oh, please. Abdul Rashid Siddiqui. I would like to call our graduate Mavish Iqbal to address the audience about her experiences as a student at Markfield Institute. Mavish.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Dear fellow students who have graduated today, honorable guests, respected teachers and parents, my name is Mavish Iqbal, and I would like to thank Markfield Institute for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and my experience here as a student. 2 years ago, if someone had hinted to me go back to higher education, I would have thought them to be crazy. But my perfect life took such a turn that I found myself lost at a crossroads. But Alhamdulillah, I was guided to Markfield that time and everything has changed. 2 years ago, I came here doing BA course and I came only to do BA. But when I came here, the people and the place I found here, they helped me to discover my passion for academia. And because of the guidance and support that I received here, I was able to develop myself and achieve way beyond my expectations. My lecturers consistently stimulated me intellectually, and my ideas and perspectives have been challenged. They emphasized critical thinking and analysis, independent learning, creativity, and problem solving through research and analysis. They generated in me interest to question what I read, and moreover to take initiative to be persistent, to live by moral principles, and more importantly to provide effective and ethical leadership. Alhamdulillah, with the help of Allah and the support I found at Markfield, from a meek girl I have become an MD of a charitable trust and discovered how I could play a more constructive and positive role in my community and society. After completing my BA in Islamic Studies here at Markfield last June, I have started my Master's in Islam and Sustainable Development. This course focuses on the development and sustainability of communities and societies. This is the development of the third world countries and to help the communities and societies, and how as individual and as collective entities we can help the people around us. And I'm hoping that this will inshallah only not help me to fulfill my ambitions of helping those around me, but also propel me towards my aspiration of doing a PhD. I would like to thank all my colleagues, my mentors, the admin staff, the lecturers, and the library staff. And my special gratitude goes to Dr. Atala Siddiqui, Dr. Alija Abdukaj, and Dr. Shahrul Hussain for being a constant source of encouragement and inspiration. You have all helped me make this experience valuable and truly a memorable one. And towards the end, I would like to thank my parents for their support and prayers, even though they are not here in person. But I'm sure they will receive the videos and photos of this ceremony. So thank you, Amiji and Papaji, for always there for me, and for being the wind under my wings. And you guys are always being there, even though we live mile apart. But Alhamdulillah, no one can fulfill their absence but the family I have found here in Markfield. I think, I am missing you, but these people are not gonna let me miss you guys so much, because Alhamdulillah, I found another family here. And congratulations to all my colleagues for coming this far. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us all to make a positive impact on the Ummah. And Jazakumullahu khairan for listening. Thank you so much. And congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mavish. I would like to call Dr. Zahid Pervez, Principal of the Institute, to address graduates and guests.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful.
honored guests, dear graduates and parents, and dear academic staff, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. I extend my congratulations to all of our new graduates who are sitting here before me. Indeed, this is a great achievement and an important milestone in your life. It is also a milestone shared by your parents, by your siblings and friends who contributed much to your success. I know it was not an easy journey for you to reach this point. You were intellectually stretched and constantly challenged. Managing academic workload and ensuring you complete your assignments within the set deadlines, it has not been easy. However, you continue to strive and you did not give up, even when it seemed very difficult to achieve what you were required to achieve. In addition, traveling to Markfield from long distances, finding money to pay for your fees and to meet your travel and living expenses has not been easy either. I know some of the students who struggled with personal problems, some struggled with family problems, and some found it difficult to balance work and study pressures. Therefore, to arrive at this point today was an important achievement to which I commend you and I congratulate you. Without some important competencies, you would not have reached this point. And some of these have been very powerfully articulated by Imam Qasim just before me. Competencies such as your faith in yourself, your passion, your inner drive, your commitment, your resolve, self-discipline, open mind to learn and grow intellectually. All these enable you to complete your study successfully. It is these important qualities that will carry you through the challenges your life may bring. I also take this opportunity to congratulate your parents, your friends, and also the lecturers who encouraged you and supported you throughout your studies. I am certain that they are proud of you and for your hard work, your dedication, and commitment that you demonstrated. At Markfield, we place an emphasis on academic excellence and independent learning, but also on nurturing personal values and ethics. During your studies, you should have gained not only a critical and in-depth understanding of your subject of study, but more importantly, you should have learned how to learn and become lifelong independent learners. In addition, you should have developed important employability skills, skills such as time management, problem solving, critical and analytical thinking, team working, and social and communication skills that should enable you to contribute positively wherever your life will take you. It is our expectation, but also espouse the virtues of humility, honesty, personal discipline, diligence and hard working, objectivity, justice, and tolerance. Such noble attributes will also go a long way in assisting you to make a difference to other people around you and to society in general. I therefore remind you all to be ethical, to always be ethical in your work and dealings with other people. Stick to moral principles and lead a life of meaning, purpose, and impact, and be willing to make a positive difference wherever your life takes you. These should be the inspiring elements of our education, of which you will all be ambassadors, inshallah. Our mission here at Markfield is to contribute in the development of scholars who will make a difference to the institutions they will work in and to the overall well-being and development of societies and the world. It is only through what you do as scholars and leaders we can achieve this. Our success will depend on your success. And I am confident that all of you will make very worthwhile contributions to your families, to your country, and to the world. For the last 17 years, Markfield Institute of Higher Education has been educating and developing Islamic scholars to meet the challenges that our communities and our societies face. You will find our graduates, which are now well over 800 graduates, and if we include the chaplaincy students, well over 1,500. You will find them all over the world. Those who have preceded you now teach at universities, or are engaged in research projects, or work as advisors to Islamic banks and institutions, or they run their own educational institutions, or work as chaplains in universities, hospitals, and prisons, or even run their own projects to serve their communities. Some of our projects, I'm pleased to report that some of our graduates have, after gaining more qualifications and work experiences, have returned back to Mihi as lecturers. And some of them are sitting on the stage here today. We are currently in the process of consulting our alumni to find ways to keep them connected with Mihi. And I am pleased to announce that we are planning to launch our Alumni Association in March 2018, inshallah. To this event, we will invite our alumni and discuss how they can stay connected with us, how we can further help them in their careers, and how they can continue to engage in Mihi's academic, research, strategic, and marketing activities. I invite you to attend this event, the date of which will be communicated to you in the near future, and to continue your interest in the Institute and stay connected with us. I also take this opportunity to thank the Board of Directors for their valuable guidance and continued support. I thank Dr. Manazir Ahsan, our Rector, Professor Khurshid Ahmed, our Chair, Abdul Rashid Siddiqui, Dr. Salman Ahmed, and Farooq Murad for ensuring that the institution continues to move towards realizing its vision, a vision of making Markfield Institute as a leading Islamic education and research institute in Europe. This is our vision. I also thank all members of staff of Mihi for their dedicated service throughout the year. I thank them for their commitment. I thank them for supporting each other and working as a strong team to respond to the challenges which we faced during the year. Finally, my congratulations to all the graduates again. Today you celebrate your achievement, but you also start another journey. I hope that you will remember your times here with pride and affection. I wish you all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zahid. I hope that you have all enjoyed this special occasion and that it will be remembered as the high point of an altogether memorable day. I would like to say special thanks to all students who volunteered today. I hope you continue to enjoy your day and I wish you every success for the future. Would you please remain in your places until the procession have left the auditorium? I now declare this ceremony closed. Could you all be upstanding? Thank you. Thank you.